2018 for the Mississippi State football program was a rocky, up-and-down, roller coaster-like ride for Bulldog fans. And through 4 weeks of this season, it appears Joe Moorhead and MSU has taken a similar road that has the Dogs on an upward swing after Saturday's SEC opener. Dogs bounced back to run by Kentucky 28-13 just a week after a bit of a disappointing letdown against Kansas State. Quarterback Garrett Schrader threw for 180 yards, led the ground attack with 125 rush yards. Kylan Hill dominant on the ground for a second straight week, finishing with a $120 and a trifecta of touchdowns that gets MSU to 3-1 of the season.
I mean, you put a true freshman quarterback in that situation, the way he played, you know, we'll fix some mistakes, but some of the other stuff you can't teach. And I said this was 3 or 4 years of recruiting and relationships and belief coming to fruition. So I don't know if there's many true freshman quarterback, around the country playing like that.
Bulldogs return to the field next weekend for their stiffest challenge to date. They head to Auburn. Ole Miss Rebels had a golden opportunity to earn a victory over a top 25 program welcoming in California on Saturday. Rebels down 2 scores. They closed the gap. Then came a controversial ending that saw 2 plays at the goal line not reviewed by a Pac-12 officiating crew as the Rebels fell short at the goal line of a potential tying score. Time expired. Heartbreaking 28-20 loss.
It was a very tough loss. Really disappointing for our kids. I thought they fought their hearts out. We made too many mistakes to win. Credit California, they made the plays, but just too much inconsistency, not getting off the field on 3rd downs and not making the plays we need to win the game. At the very least, they're supposed to review every single play. At the very least, I thought it should have been buzzed and been reviewed, but it's 4th down, so you can't wait. You got to get the next play called. And but I did think at the very least it could have been buzzed and looked at.
Ole Miss is back on the road next weekend at Alabama. Now, it's been a rough couple of weeks for the Pac-12 officiating crews after their debacle at the end of last weekend's Michigan State-Arizona State game, but the conference did confirm today that their officials made the right call at the end of Saturday's game in Oxford. Conference office said they would have supported a stoppage of play to review the call on the field prior to 4th down, but despite not reviewing things, conference stated there was no irrefutable video evidence to reverse any call on the field. By replay, you can sleep a little bit better tonight in Oxford. And the Saints' first game without Drew Brees this season, Teddy Bridgewater did what he needed to do, controlling the game without committing any turnovers. In the Saints' 33-27 win on the road over the Seahawks, Deontay Harris started the Saints off on the right foot when he returned a punt. 53 yards for a score. Alvin Kamara, he had himself a day running for 69 yards and a score on top of 92 receiving yards and a second touchdown. Coach Sean Payton says it was a complete team win.
A good win for us on the road against a real good football team. I thought we did a lot of things well. I thought we played in a different way, but a pretty complete game. The special teams return early was a great start for us. And then we did enough things well defensively, offensively. It was a good win.
Saints get the Cowboys next Sunday night in the Big Easy.